You know what's awesome? Solarpunk. And you know what this roof doesn't have, or any roof in this whole town? Solar power. I have a lot of wind generators because those were easier to make. And I just got this first solar generator. And I did want to cover this whole roof in them. However, look at this. Oh my god, it is generating. That's cool. But it's so small. I'll have to make so many of these. And also, the solar generators connect from the bottom of it, and they can only be placed in one direction, so that green power line will have to be underneath all of them. Which might have an aesthetic issue. We'll see. I believe I have found an acceptable way to do this. So the drain pipe looking power cord is gonna be right there. And none of it can be seen from the inside because I did the roof low enough. And then all of the power cables I have set up. I put the one solar generator right here, but basically I would connect them like this, just on one spot. And that way all of them are connected. And I'm probably gonna go straight through the center here so that we don't have to mess up the top at all for the ones that would be on this side. Yeah, it is. Okay. Like this. Okay, so that's all the power cables I have right now. But that doesn't look that bad. That looks actually pretty okay. So I'm probably gonna just go with that, and then I'll put the solar panels on top like that. It'll look so cool. And in order to make solar generators, I need osmium. So I'm so glad that all of my osmium finished cooking. Oh, I guess I only put it in two of them. So a solar panel takes 3 windows, or 3 glass panes of any kind, 2 redstone dust, an infused alloy, and 3 osmium ingots. So then I take 3 solar panels, and then in order to make a solar generator, I need 3 solar panels, 2 infused alloys, 3 iron ingots, and 1 energy tablet. Which I needed a lot of this stuff for. It looks like I have to make more glass. More glass panes. No, that one. Glass panes. Let's go. Probably gonna need a bunch of these. Okay. So, honestly, okay, I could make 19 of them. That's... Oh no, my infused alloy? How do I make that? Oh my gosh. Oh. I put redstone into a metallurgic infuser? Wait, no. I put iron in with the enriched redstone. Okay. Welcome to my boyfriend's base. Or at least one of them. This is his reverse castle that he's working on. He has this infusing factory, and we need to use it in order to make our infused alloy. So we put that in there, and then we put these in there, and we get infused alloy out of it. So I'm not very good at math, and I don't want to use too much of this enriched redstone. So 3 at a time is good. Now we have 64 infused alloy. And it looks like I can make more solar generators, so that's good. Let's just throw all of this in here. That way I can shift click. Oh, it looks like I'm out of energy tablets. Let's just make a few of these. 9 of them for now. How? Oh, and then I need more solar panels, so. Okay, so I guess we can go put these solar generators on the roof. Well, round 1 of solar generators are up there. I clearly have a lot more to go, and I think I need to do a mining trip. Right outside my solar panel house over here, there is a cave, so might as well start exploring it. I have been going in a different cave like every single time to gather materials, so it's always completely different stuff. Completely different cave, although they do connect up, I think. So here I am mining some osmium, and I just wanted to show you this beautiful drip leaf cave, lush cave area. It's just so pretty. And I use Ars Nouveau to light up the caves and also mine in the caves. And then check out this volcano biome. It's so awesome. I love this volcano biome, and there's just so much stuff that's really cool and awesome that happens when I'm caving. Now I just wanted to show you some of it in real time. Alright, let's see how many solar panels that makes me. Only got 34 on that trip. I've now hooked up the ME system to the solar panels. And this time I'm caving because I still didn't have enough osmium. I had to do so much caving, it's ridiculous. But I just am speeding up the entire cave thing, and this isn't even all the caving I did. I just decided to record one of my mining sessions. I think I did like 10 mining sessions over the course of 3 entire like days off, as well as like 2 days where I had work. I did some mining as well, so it took me a really long time to mine. But I use Ars Nouveau to do all of my mining typically, so I light everything up with Mage Light, and then I use either Break or Break Extract for Silk Touch, or Break Amplify, Amplify, Amplify for more difficult blocks to get, like obsidian, for example. And I have pretty high HP, which is why the fights in this were really easy for me, but anyone on this server with lower HP would have a lot harder of a time. I really like mining like this because it saves a lot of time. It's also very fun. I didn't really enjoy vanilla mining very much, so we added in a ton of biomes and a ton of really cool things to explore and see in this mod pack, because it's just really important to me to have a good time all the time. And I think having a good time is more important than playing a vanilla version of a game. Because I play games to have fun. I don't play games to be a hard ass. So I like going out and collecting the blocks. It's pretty quick for me to pick up blocks in comparison to vanilla Minecraft, but this is really fun. I can see things pretty well. There's a lot of different events and things that happen, like the volcano can erupt, and like there's all these little buildings and signs of life down in the cave systems. There's happy little moments where some ores just give me a bunch of ore in comparison to what I expect, and there's a lot of different monsters, random buildings. It's awesome. And there's beautiful areas too. Like, I believe at one point I found this area with a bunch of dinosaurs and a whole forest underground. It was awesome. But, you know, there's just so much that happened, you know. I got so much ore. Oh, there's the dino area. I have finished covering it in solar panels. It also has those other ones on there because we needed a lot of power in order to make this many solar panels. So we had some temporary, easy to make solutions in the process, but I will be moving all of those power sources later. We upgraded the town maintenance room in the process of this because of the insane mining trips trying to get enough osmium. So, you know, this whole machine right here dupes our osmium. So, you know, we stick the raw ore in here and it goes through this line, it gets out there, and that's the important part about this. And I'll link the tutorial we used to make this in the description. But we needed to do that in order to do the absolutely glorious aesthetic of covering an entire rooftop in solar generators. Because what do you mean? This is it. This is exactly what we were trying to do. And this took so long that it looks like we're gonna have quite a few other buildings where we're gonna move this other stuff that's getting in the way of the aesthetics of this. However, this took so long. If you see behind me, I may have plantified the building that I put the solar panels on. I definitely need to go through and figure out the exact length of vines that I want, and I need to add more vines on the other side. And I also put these leaf blocks that I got in the dinosaur caves up on there. I kind of want to go get more of those for building purposes later, but I've hung the vines off of those, and I'm really into how I plantified this. However, I wanted to plantify everything else a bit more too, so I added this lattice of sunflowers that I found from, I believe, the Beautify mod. And then I also added this moss on top of this roof and put a little garden on top with lots of biodiversity, which I definitely need to do more down there. But, you know, I'm still a little fresh on the concept when I started building this. And then I saw in real life, well, not in my real life, but I saw on the internet that there is a place in real life where people crochet canopies and hang over top of their streets. And I don't really want that everywhere here. I still want a lot of shade, but I want it to mostly be provided by plants. But it was so beautiful, so I decided to put it over top of the stage area that is currently where my villagers hang out together as a community place. So I attempted to emulate a crocheted canopy with wool blocks in Minecraft. And I feel like it's so beautiful. Oh, let me turn on my shaders. with shaders, it actually, like, throughout the day, the shadow will move with different amounts of the holes from the alternating, like, crochet holes on the ground. And this is such an excellent source of shade because this area was so sunny all the time and I needed more trees. But the types of trees that grow in this biome just aren't... They don't really spread out over top of things like that, so I was kind of like wondering what to do for more shade because this tree didn't provide a lot of shade, and it's like I needed a lot more trees, I think, for this. I'm going to be keeping in mind trees when I go forward with building the solarpunkness of the rest of this place, as I have not actually finished this place at all. These are just the starter buildings, and I want to fix up a lot of the stuff that's on the outside. Like, I need to do waterways still. I need to diversify the plants. I need to put more of these bench combos. I wish that I had a bench block. These are 2 chairs. Because, like, I do not agree with the anti-homeless architecture that exists. I would like that to not be a thing. But when you type in bench, it doesn't... There isn't one. But if you type in chair, there's a bunch of chairs. And the stools don't really connect together. The couches do, but that looks weird outside. This looks normal outside. So I kind of went with that. I might come up with another idea for benches later. But, like, yeah, there's still so much to do to make a Solarpunk place, because this isn't Solarpunk enough yet. And this canopy, I don't think is Solarpunk at all, but it is community-oriented, which is also something else I like, and I love colorful art, so, you know, I was just so inspired, you know? And I do believe that will be all for this episode, for the solar panel-oriented episode, the very first one in the Solarpunk series of Minecraft Let's Play videos that I am making here. So, good day to you all. Thank you for sticking around. You are awesome, truly. And I hope to see you in the next one. Also, if you like art, I sell art that I drew myself on my website. The link will be in the description.
What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken sailor early in the morning? Way hey and up she rises, way hey and up she rises, way hey and up she rises early in the morning. Tuck him in his bed so kindly, tuck him in his bed so kindly, tuck him in his bed so kindly.